A nurse led an anxious young man to the bedside of an elderly man. "Your son is here," she whispered to the elderly patient. The patient's eyes opened only after she repeated the words several times. The old man was heavily sedated for his pain, and he dimly saw the young man standing beside him. The old man reached out his hand with all his might, and the young man warmly wrapped his fingers around it, squeezing a message of love and encouragement. The nurse brought a chair for the young man to sit beside the bed. The young man sat holding the old man's hand, offering him words of love and strength, all through the night. The dying old man said nothing as he held tightly to his son. Occasionally, the nurse suggested that the young man could move away and rest a while, but he refused. As dawn approached, the old man peacefully died with the young man still holding his hand. The young man placed the lifeless hand he had been holding on the bed and notified the nurse. While the nurse did what was necessary, the young man waited. When she was done with her task, the nurse began to say words of sympathy to the young man. "Who was that man?" he asked. The nurse was startled. "I thought he was your father," she answered. "No ma'am, he was not my father," he answered. "I had never seen him before in my life." The nurse was stunned by the young man's answer and asked, "Then why didn't say something when I brought you to him?" He replied, "I knew right away there had been a mistake, but I also knew he needed his son, and his son just wasn't here. When I realized he wasn't able to tell whether I was his son or not, I understood how much he needed me to be beside him as his son. So, I stayed." Thanks for watching the video. If you like to watch more of good video, please subscribe the channel and do not forget to press bell icon button.